Good morning. Someone asked me on Facebook to record how I was going to plant my new bananas. So I'm very fortunate. I farm about 5 kilometers away from my father's farm, and he has kindly lent me this tractor and chisel ripper, and so under his suggestion I'm ripping the lines where I wish to plant bananas. Many of my followers will know this field as the feedlot, the Chicory and Lucerne feedlot. So cattle have been on here a lot over the last year. So it is possible that there's some compaction, and just ripping like this will at least make sure that that is mitigated as much as possible. And also it'll make the job for the guys digging the holes a lot easier, even though it is a pretty soft ground. So we've had a bit of rain since it's the rainy season. We've had quite a bit of rain, but luckily the last few days have been a bit drier. So this is the job it's doing. The soil looks beautiful. I don't think the soil looked like this when I planted the Lucerne and Chicory over 2 years ago now. I think it's improved a lot. That nice dark chocolate looking color is coming. That looks really nice to plant into. And yeah, so the center line will be marking the sort of the irrigation pipe one day for the sprinklers, and then the middle 2 lines that we're ripping will probably be the banana lines, and the outside lines will just help for the roots of the bananas. And then we've got a nice gap between the next row. So we've done 3 lines so far, you can see, and all we did was have a mark. Let me go and stand here. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. So there's our old bananas. That's the only hectare remaining from when I first took over the farm. The other 3 of that block have been taken out and will be replanted by the end of this year. So here we have a makeshift marker flag, and the other one is right where the tractor is now. So he lines up those 2 flags, and luckily Nelson, the driver, is very experienced and drives very nice straight lines. Even though there's a GPS on that tractor he could use, he'll just be doing this by eye. And yeah, he just drives over the markers. There's no problem there. And we've marked out the whole field. You can see the flags going that way and here. So it's 26 lines. And this field, so we will receive bananas on Sunday, the seedlings. So Monday, if I've managed to mark out the holes, they'll start planting. Hopefully Monday, Tuesday, finish planting. And then these are going to get irrigated with our rain guns that watered this Lucerne and Chicory last season. I'm only planting half the field to make sure that I have capacity, with Zesco power problems, just to make sure that we have enough time to water these, because also there's 10 hectares already planted with bananas which need micro jet sprinklers, and at the height of the dry season they need 8 hours twice a week for each hectare. So it takes a while to get around, and especially if you're having power problems. I don't have a gen set. I can't overplant, otherwise we won't be able to irrigate everything. Yeah, so this is what we're doing. We're ripping now. Tomorrow we'll start marking the holes just with a piece of reed or a small bush stick, and then we dig. And to mark the holes we have a chain, a 30-meter length of chain, and that has little wire knots every 1.35 meters, and we'll put a marker wherever that hits, wherever it hits a knot on the chain, and then the guys will just come dig it out. And all we do is probably 3 or 4 shovel loads of soil, take it away. When the banana comes, we plonk it in the hole and then pull those the soil back over, and so you can see it working here, getting nice and deep, hopefully shattering any pans we've got under there. Yeah, nice. So hopefully that's laying a good foundation for this block of bananas. So we'll have to leave a road. There's a hydrant just underneath those flags there. This next one is over there somewhere. We'll have to leave a road about 2.5 meters wide, where the rain gun will walk, and then we'll be sprinkling this side, top side, and north side, yeah. And that's every 40 meters we'll have to leave a road. So yeah, exciting times. And in the planting hole we'll put a bit of MAP fertilizer, monoammonium phosphate. We'll put a few other goodies like mycorrhizals and trichodermas, bacillus, maybe whatever I've got in stock. Maybe some EM and molasses, and then we'll leave the plants for 2 weeks before we start the fertilizer program. Okay, so I hope that answers most questions. Obviously, if there's anything I haven't mentioned or you'd like to get into a bit deeper, just put it in the comment section. Tag me and put it in the comment section, and I'll try and get back to you on what I'm doing there. Just remember, I've only been doing bananas 2 years, so I don't know everything. A lot of stuff I do is more experimentation, under guidance from experienced banana farmers. Okay, thanks, hope you've enjoyed that video. Bye.